Yeah, so I mean, I guess one of the things that I've learned over the last few months in doing this job, along with I think some of the potential customers that I've talked to, is that there's a huge drive, of course, for people to want to go automated, right? Because of the employee situation and stuff like that. They're trying to figure out how they can do more with less employees, like everybody. And one of the things I think people think that they're going to jump from going completely manual to a completely automated process, just like that, and that there's some kind of magic bullet that's going to allow them to do that. And I'm realizing, and I think some of these people are realizing, that you need to take the steps to get there, and that things like going into automatically bagging things, like with an auto bagger, can significantly increase your productivity, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're fully automated. And I think people wrapping your mind around that sometimes is difficult for people. And I even was very surprised at just how productive you can be with a bagger, where you're still putting something into that bagger, but you're literally doing the work of three people. And so I think that is something that's really important to impress upon people that are looking to automate. That there's those steps in between that you can do for whatever the next year, 2 years, before you really take that leap into full automation. The other thing I've learned is, because we have the 4 different product lines, a lot of times people come to us with that might be doing something, say with auto baggers, and don't even realize that there's other solutions out there that might be more appropriate. So for instance, I went to a company when I first started working here, literally the first few months that I was here, and I went to their facility. Basically, they make everyday products, Sharpie. So they'll take a Sharpie and they will put it in a bag, and then put a bunch of those in another bag, and then they sterilize it, and it goes into an operator. So just everyday items, but that have to be sterilized to go into an operator. So one of the Sharpie application is one of the ones where they had a person dropping each Sharpie and individually bagging each Sharpie, and they were looking at it going, "This is so tedious. Is there a way that you can help us improve on this?" And of course, I looked at it, I'm like, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea, right? I was too new. And then about a month later, I want to say a month later, so Matt actually sent me a video of somebody flow wrapping Sharpies. And so I sent that video to them, and sure enough, they were like, "Wow, that looks like it could really improve our productivity." And they were willing to fly up, and they did. This Monday, they flew up to San Rafael, and we did a demo on the flow wrapper for them, right? So a totally different way than what they were doing with their baggers. They had no idea even existed. And so hopefully that'll turn into a flow wrapper sale. And
so you think like a lot of customers come into this thinking they want a certain machine, but until maybe they see another option, or they talk to a salesperson that has more in-depth knowledge, that could change actually the machine that they're going to end up buying.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And these guys are pretty open-minded. They're like, "Hey, yeah, we're open to looking at other solutions. We just don't know what would work for us." And then of course, when we brought them into the demo room in San Rafael, we had some of our baggers there, but we also had the shrink machine, and we went through, so we started explaining all these different solutions. And so now they're looking at, possibly 4 different options for doing their production there. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was good.
Would you say like a benefit that our customers or people looking for packaging equipment, have in working with us, is that we have numerous solutions? A lot of our machines could do, can package, it'll just be a different way, but it's really just depending on their need and what would be best for their packaging operation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it works both ways. I had another demo last week in San Rafael for somebody that was doing these little mochi, little 1-inch by square mochis from Hawaii, and they were looking for a flow wrapper. Well, they want to do this in multiple retail locations, and so the volumes per location will actually be fairly small. So it doesn't really justify a flow wrapper. So I showed them, our R785, as a bagger, and now he's all excited because like, yeah, this would work. I mean, it makes sense. It's small footprint, and it's, you know, half the price of a flow wrapper. This I could do 10 different locations. And so, you know, he would have never known that. And he was looking at flow wrapper. He was looking at competitive ones. He looked at a flow wrapper that they were going to, you know, they were looking at $80,000, and he's like, I can't do $80,000 to $100,000 in 10 locations. That's $1 million. I don't have $1 million.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So he's extremely excited about going to the bagger. So,
excellent.
Yeah, and another example of being able to offer a wider range of products that can actually meet the customer's needs.